Hey everyone, it's Michelle. I feel like I'm starting videos like I did from a year ago where you're seeing me all naked face and no hair done. So that's how you're getting me this morning. So you're gonna have to bear with me while I finish getting ready for work here. I want to put your mind at ease and thank you. I've had a couple people commenting about where I'm at and saying that I am missed, and it is very much appreciative and I'm very grateful for it. So where have I been? Well, my life has been a complete roller coaster since coming to Florida, which would explain my absence. And I won't go into everything all day because seriously I could probably make a 4-hour video. But I will tell you that coming up in the very near future, as in less than a week from today, you'll probably see a lot of me because I'm going to be so flippin' bored because I have to have surgery and I will be out of commission for 6 weeks, unable to drive, unable to pretty much do anything. So I'm going to sit around and make videos and talk to you guys because I'm going to go a little stir crazy. I injured myself back in Pennsylvania and never got it looked at. I slipped on the ice and I looked like one of those cartoon characters that slips on a banana peel. My arms went, I feel like I keep going out of the camera, but I can't help it, I'm sorry. My arms went flailing everywhere. I never did fall, but seriously, it wasn't just one little like this. It was both arms, and it was several seconds of that trying not to slip or trying not to fall. Well, when I did that, apparently, well, I knew when I did it, I hurt my right shoulder and or arm because I felt the burn immediately. And I thought, oh, I just pulled a muscle really bad. This will heal. Take plenty of Advil. I'll be fine. Well, I didn't. That's what I did. And apparently at that point, they're assuming that I partially tore a rotator cuff. So fast forward 6 months of not taking care of it. I finally said something to the doctor back in May. I said, you know, this has been something I've been dealing with for a while now. I said, and now the pain is starting to keep me up at night. So she's like, well, it's either going to be tendonitis or you got a partial rotator cuff tear. She says that's taken care of by physical therapy. So we're going to put you in 8 weeks of physical therapy. All right, so let's squeeze in physical therapy twice a week besides working full time and dealing with traffic. I'm already going 11 hours a day. So we're going to try to squeeze in physical therapy. That made it worse. The pain is 24/7 and I have limited use of this arm. So I said, my physical therapist said, why don't you get a cortisone shot? All right. So I went to an orthopedic surgeon. He gave me a cortisone shot. He said, but let's get an MRI and continue with your therapy. All right. Well, bottom line, the therapy was doing more harm than good. I have a complete tear. The rotator cuff is completely torn the whole way through and is retracting up into my shoulder. It's already retracting up all but 1.5 inches. So the only fix is surgery. And if I don't get it fixed, it'll just keep retracting up more and it'll get to the point where it's irreparable and I won't have any use of the arm. So, I just found this out last Friday and my surgery is next Wednesday. Today is Friday the 13th. Oh, it's Friday the 13th today. Oh, the clients are going to be crazy today. Can you see me? Oh, Lord. Such stuff you have to view. So yeah, I will, they have to fix it by surgery or they won't be able to repair it if I don't soon get it done. So I'm going on short-term disability at work and will be out for 6 weeks with my arm in a sling for 6 weeks. Very, very limited movement. He says if I would accidentally yank or stretch or pull this a certain way too much, they'll have to go in and redo it. So Michele has to listen. And Michele doesn't listen very well. So you'll be seeing a lot of me because of that. And I'll give you a quick recap of where I've been the last few weeks, so you're aware, because like I said, it's been tough. This has not been an easy transition. Don't get me wrong. I love my life in Florida, and I'm not going anywhere unless I would have to for my family. But I've been down here since February 11th. Mike moved down finally in April. He came down to visit me once between the 7 weeks that I was down here before he moved down, just because, not that he didn't want to see me, but just because of everything that he had to deal with up in New York to finalize everything. Oh, my arm. Okay. So he got down here. He took about 6 weeks off of work, and then he went to work here. And I'm going to backtrack a little bit. Last July, most of you that have been following me for a while know how bad my 2017 was. That I had 7 deaths, one of them being my father. And I had just started my job at AAA, and I worked 5 days, and my father died, and I had to take a couple weeks off. And I thought, I'm sorry, I can't focus and talk to you at the same time. I've lost my edge in YouTube world. And it was difficult. The estate's still not settled. I'm still dealing with that, but enough on that, because I seriously don't talk about it anymore. It's a part of my past that I'm not, oh my God, Michele, just comb your hair. It's a part of my life that I choose not to deal with anymore, because it wasn't, that side of my family was very difficult. Anyway, this year, Mike went back to work in May. He worked 6 days, and we got a phone call that my stepdad passed away unexpectedly. This was by far the worst death I've dealt with. This was the father who raised me. This is the father that treated me like I was his own. He's been with my mom since my mom and dad divorced, and I was 4 when they divorced. So he's been in my life since I was 4. He's taught Mike so much over the years. This has hit both of us very hard. So Mike starts a new job, and we have a significant death to deal with. And I'll give details on that at another time. My hairspray looks like it's coming out in a string. Anyway, we had to fly home last minute and deal with that. I've had bone grafting done in my upper jaw. I'm in the middle of getting a bridge put in, so I have 2 more visits till that is done, and we're now letting the stitches and everything heal up in here. I had another CT scan. Again, if you followed me for a while, you know I have a nodule growing in my right lung, and they just monitor it every year. If it's not getting any bigger, we just let it alone. If it starts to grow, then we're going to biopsy it. So I had my normal CT scan. The original nodule has gotten 2 millimeters smaller. It was an 11 millimeter. It has shrunk to 9, but a second nodule has appeared. And I think that one is a 5 or a 6 millimeter nodule. So why I'm getting these, we don't know. They said normally it's nothing to worry about. There's a lot of people that have them that aren't aware that they have them. Then I had my yearly mammogram done, and they found a spot. So then I had to go through a follow-up. Well, I do have, I know this is TMI, but I do have fibrocystic breasts. So the tissue is very dense. So when they did, and they do 3D mammograms down here, when they did the first one, just how the compression was, it took some of that very dense tissue, mushed it together, made it look like a mass. So when I went back for a follow-up, they just squished it a different way. I can't believe I tell you people all this. But they squished it a different way, and I'm fine. Then, do not judge me. Do not start with the sunscreen, stay out of the sun crap. But I've always been a sun worshiper. You know, I grew up in the generation where you rubbed baby oil all over your skin and laid outside. I grew up from the time I was 16 using tanning beds regularly. I don't use the tanning beds anymore. I don't have to. I'm in Florida. Okay, sorry. Battery went dead. And then I couldn't remember where I kept the battery charger anymore because it's been so long. So I don't know why I'm bringing you back in the bathroom considering I'm done. But let me put you back on the tripod here. Oh, there's the ceiling. Oh my, I'm so sorry. I'm just so out of practice here. All right, so bedroom. Oh, now you definitely can't see me. So I'm just gonna get my jewelry put on here. So was I saying? Oh, so yeah, I said even the dermatologist down here does not tell you to stay out of the sun. This is Florida. He also is not a fan of the sunscreens out there. And I don't know if you've done any research, but these sunscreens that you buy everywhere are made of carcinogenic chemicals. They also can cause cancer. So it's no excuse not to do some kind of prep. Sorry, I'm trying to get my earrings. So he suggested to look for organic, non-chemical based sunscreens. These sunscreens are that bad that there are now, and I have to know this stuff being a travel agent, there are now beaches that are banning the use of sunscreens because of how harmful they are to the reefs and the marine life. So no, I'm still not going to buy this crap sunscreen and wear it. But yes, I've had skin cancer since I've been down here. It was basal cell. So this is my scar. And then I have another one up here that one you might not be able to see. But that one was just pre-cancer. So they just froze that area after the biopsies. The biopsies came back that this was pre-cancer and this was basal cell carcinoma. So I've had to have that taken care of. So my life has been a little crazy. We had to fly home to Pennsylvania 3 weeks in a row. The first being my stepdad's passing, and then we had tickets to a Kenny Chesney concert in Philly that I had bought when I still lived in Pennsylvania. So we flew to Philadelphia, went to the concert. Fabulous. Absolutely fabulous. And then the following weekend we went home for our best friend's daughter's wedding, which was bittersweet because my stepdad should have been there. So it was very difficult for my mom, but again, I'll go into that some other time. So that is where I have been. So starting next Thursday probably, because I doubt I'm going to video on the day of my surgery, probably see a lot more of me. Other than that, my life is wonderful down here. I can't really complain a whole lot. Oh, now you can't see nothing but my chest. Oh my God. Okay, I just need to take you off the tripod. Seriously. Oh my goodness. You guys are gonna hate me till this is all said and done. Oh, Michelle. Hey. Okay. So, right now it's like 6:45, I think, and I'm actually ready early, so maybe I'll get this video up this morning. But I'm just. Oh, now it really got dark on you. Oh, hold on. I'm just putting the tripod away. Okay, I'm still here. Don't worry, still here. So I'm just trying to finish up getting ready for work. I just have to pack a little lunch yet and grab a bite to eat. And then I leave at 7:30 and work starts at 8:30. So I still have an obnoxious commute to get to work. It's about an hour. But can I sit you on my plates? Hey, that might be a good height. So I think that's all I have to tell you at the moment. Mike is not liking his job, but Mike's also one of these people that doesn't embrace change. So this has been a lot of change for him at one time. You know, changing jobs, changing locations, learning new roads. The people down here are just different. I love the people in Florida. They're definitely much more cordial and have more manners than the people up north. You learn a lot about your hometown when you move away from it, when you have to learn a new location. We have to get accustomed to lots of wildlife. We are living in front of a conservation area and next to a pond currently. We're just renting this house and our lease is up here in February and we are going to move. We love the house and we love the neighborhood, but it's too far from our jobs and too far from where we spend our weekends, which is over in the next county near the Gulf. I'm like 35 to 40 miles from the beaches and I'm 17 miles from work and it's too far. So anyway, we have lots of wildlife. So I'm going to take you outside on the screened-in patio and show you who's out here so far. Here's the pond. So we always have a lot of ducks or weird birds. There's only a couple little mallards out here this morning, not a lot. Yes, there is a sign out in the front of the pond that says, beware of alligators and snakes. We've seen a snake, but we haven't seen any gators. As many ducks as in this pond, I doubt there's any gators. Did I just walk into a spider web? Muh. Muh. And then this bird out here, he kills me. He is always here. This is like a, oh, I scared him, my big mouth. This trench here goes the whole way behind a bunch of houses, and then there's another pond down there. So this is kind of shallow in here, and he stands in here all the time catching the fish, as I guess he can get to him easier with it being shallow here. So we just sit out here and watch him eat fish. And we have bunnies out here. Lizards everywhere. I don't know if there's any out yet this morning. They may still be sleeping. Yeah, I'm not seeing any. Usually they're hanging on the screens, but we do have a lot of lizards, which I think are so adorable. I love watching them. I try to pet them, but yeah, they don't listen to me. And then we have a couple of residents in the house. So the frogs down here are obnoxious. At night, we're trying to sleep, and the tree frogs are crazy. Well, we have a couple of them that they disappear at night. I guess they're out hunting bugs or whatever it is they eat. And hold on, let me turn this down here. Did that even turn down? What the heck? Yeah. But during the day, they live in between the hard door and the screen door. So I gotta be careful because I've had them jump in the house already, and then I have to chase them. It started out with just one. The other day we had 4. Yesterday we had 3. So let me see if I can find anybody this morning, or if there's 2 so far. So hopefully they stay still. And I'm gonna try to zoom in. I've named him Fred. So there's Fred. And then a little one started hanging with them, Fred Jr. But like I said the other day, where'd you go? Well, there you are. The other day we had 4. So yeah, that's what we live with. So we don't even use this door anymore. We pretty much go in and out of the garage, which is where our cars are kept anyway. So that's what I've learned to live with. Frogs and lizards everywhere. We've had a lizard in the house. We never did catch him. He went in the closet behind boxes. We looked for him. He probably went down in a box. My kids said it's nothing to root out your closet and find a lizard carcass in there eventually, but poor little thing. I tried to rescue him. We had one in the garage. Couldn't catch him. Just a little tiny brown one. We had to leave and he's stuck in the garage. Well, 2 days later, I went to leave for work and there he is. So I was able to catch him and rescue him and take him back outside. So life with reptiles. That's it. All right, so you've been given a brief history of where I've been and what's been going on. And we had no plans this weekend, so hopefully we do something fun. I know Mike has to change the oil in the Mazda. So maybe I'll remember to take you guys along and see a little bit of fun life in Florida before I'm homebound for a while. Where you'll see a lot more of me because I'll need somebody to talk to. So I'm going to talk to you guys in the next 6 weeks. Oh my gosh, can't wait to get this shoulder done. I'm in pain. So anyway, it was nice actually being on here again. I will talk to you all soon. Have a fabulous Friday the 13th. Ooh. All right, bye.